Come walk in the footsteps of your favorite movie characters.
How may we serve you, gentlemen?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie sets you can still visit.
Right. You build a baseball field in the middle of nowhere, and you sit here and you stare at nothing.
Not nothing.
For this list, we're taking a look at those movie sets that are still accessible or at least visible to the general public. Now, let's start planning our travel itinerary.
Well, I'll see you in the morning. I'll bring you some breakfast, all right? What time?
Very early.
Number 10, the Overlook Hotel, The Shining.
Here's Johnny!
Looking to escape the pressures of city life, shake off the monotony and stress of the daily grind? Pack the family in the car and come to the Overlook Hotel for some well-deserved rest and relaxation.
I guess you could say the Overlook Hotel here has something about it that's like shining.
Who knows, maybe you'll finally get around to finishing that novel. What's the worst that could happen? Well, okay, the Overlook Hotel as written by Stephen King doesn't actually exist, but you can live out a horror fantasy of your very own at the Timberline Lodge in Mount Hood, Oregon, where they filmed exterior and establishing shots for the film.
Come and play with us, Danny. Forever and ever.
Giant labyrinth of terror not included, but they might just have a large axe that you can play with.
Danny! Danny boy!
Number 9, the Ghostbusters Firehouse headquarters, the Ghostbusters franchise.
Pick up your phone and call the professionals. Go Ghostbusters!
Ghostbusters may have put this old firehouse on the map, but long before it served as the headquarters of everyone's favorite paranormal exterminators, it housed the brave firemen of Hook and Ladder Company No. 8. The firehouse opened in 1903 and was nearly decommissioned in 2011, but public outcry kept it up and running.
These guys were some of the first responders on 9/11. This is a very historic firehouse, and I think that kind of adds to the iconography of it that, Ghostbusters live in there.
The firehouse, situated on the corner of North Moore and Varick Streets in New York City, was used for all exterior shots in Ghostbusters and its sequel.
What are you talking about, buddy? The phone lines are over there!
What did I say to you?
Your phone lines are over there!
Hey,
What did I say? How many times?
If you're in the neighborhood, the firemen are all too happy to show off the giant Ghostbusters sign hanging on the wall of the garage.
You don't think it's too subtle, Marty? You don't think people are going to drive down and not see the sign?
Number 8, Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters, the X-Men franchise.
Yeah, what happened to the school?
The school's been shut for years.
As Deadpool asked, who wants to visit a place that's constantly blowing up?
I don't know.
Well, for die-hard X-Men fans, it might be worth the risk, because they flock to Hatley Castle in British Columbia, Canada, to strike their favorite X pose.
Storm! Storm!
This castle has served as the X-Mansion in all live-action adaptations, with the exception of X-Men First Class and the original X-Men film.
Professor!
Fun fact, it actually got its X debut in the poorly received 1996 made-for-TV X-Men film, Generation X.
Welcome to your new home, kids.
Hatley Castle is not currently accepting applications from X-Men hopefuls, but it is part of Royal Roads University. So technically, you can be a student of Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters if you are so inclined.
It's a living, breathing building, and it is used all the time for university functions and also for weddings.
Number 7, the Temple of the Sun, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
I never expected to see you again.
I'm like a bad penny. I always turn up.
Some movie sets are so awe-inspiring that we simply assume they were fabricated in a film studio using movie magic. And while a temple carved directly into a sandstone cliff may seem unbelievable, it very much exists. Al-Khazna, which translates to the treasury, is one of the most elaborate surviving temples of the ancient city of Petra in the Arab kingdom of Jordan.
Nothing prepares the visitor for what lies beyond the final bend.
Petra's most magnificent feature, the Kazni.
Admittedly, it does not house the Holy Grail, but what it lacks in Christian relics, it more than makes up for in staggering beauty, surreal architecture, and the potential for serious fanboy freakouts.
What is happening to me?
While not explicitly forbidden, reenacting scenes from the film is frowned upon.
It's ours, Indy. Yours and mine.
Elsa, don't cross the seal. The knight warned us not to take the grail from here.
Number 6. The Field of Dreams baseball diamond, Field of Dreams.
If you build, you will come.
The United States may be covered in baseball diamonds, but there's only one Field of Dreams.
Hi.
You're interrupting the game, Mark.
Located in Dubuque County, Iowa, near Dyersville, it serves as the perfect meeting place for small-town America's historical love of baseball and the proud American belief in following your ambitions.
I didn't understand. What?
Ease his pain.
Ease his pain? What?
Thanks to the Lansing family, who own the farm on which the diamond was built, the Field of Dreams remains well-maintained and open to the public.
Hi. Ray Kinsella. Joe Jackson.
Many events have been hosted there over the years, such as a 2006 Netflix movie night that included a performance by Kevin Costner's band and a huge 25th anniversary celebration in 2014.
What does it mean to you to be back here?
I get a chance to bring my 3 little kids here, so it's a really good full circle for me that this movie lives so long.
Number 5. Shawshank Prison, The Shawshank Redemption.
Welcome to Shawshank.
The Ohio State Reformatory may not have the same ring to it as Shawshank Prison, but if you're a fan of one of the greatest films in American history, which you should be, this is a must-visit film set.
Red. Wait. Here she comes. This is the part I really like.
A walking tour takes you through many of the key shooting locations. The complex is a necessary pilgrimage for movie buffs and even musicians shooting music videos.
Say go DJ, 'cause that's my DJ. Say go DJ, 'cause that's my DJ.
If you're a general fan of prison history, the Reformatory has a lot of criminal history of its own, with a supernatural twist, as tourists claim to hear the ghostly whispers of the 200 inmates who died there while serving sentences, none of whom were Andy Dufresne.
It looked like a person. It looked like the cartoon silhouettes, basically, just full on right around the corner.
Number 4. Tatooine, the Star Wars franchise.
Your Highness, with your permission, we're heading for a remote planet called Tatooine.
Come visit beautiful Tatooine. Relive all your favorite moments, such as gazing at the binary suns or going to Tashi Station
To pick up some power converters.
Okay, maybe those dreams are from a galaxy far, far away, but you can revel in the distinct characteristics of southern Tunisia, as featured in 5 of the Star Wars films.
What a desolate place this is.
You can even sleep in the family home of Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, which is a functioning hotel.
Tomorrow I want you to take that R2 unit to Anchorhead and have its memory erased.
You'll need to rent a reliable vehicle to navigate the terrain though, as land speeders are completely out of stock. However, if Tunisia's out of reach, there's always the Yavin 4 outpost location in the Mayan city of Tikal, Guatemala.
Well, I'm not going that way. It's much too rocky.
Number 3. The Bates Motel, Psycho.
There are plenty of motels in this area. You should have... just to be safe.
Sometimes traveling off-world just doesn't fit the budget. But even when times are tough, there are always plenty of affordable accommodation options available for those seeking rest and relaxation without breaking the bank. Might we suggest the Bates Motel?
You have a vacancy.
Oh, we have 12 vacancies. 12 cabins, 12 vacancies.
They have rock-bottom prices, personable staff, and every guest is entitled to a complimentary stabbing. On second thought, maybe stick with a Best Western. But you can see the Bates family home and their motel on the Universal Studios Backlot Tour, which lets you see the original set in all its glory.
Here we are.
It's my house.
Pretty awesome, isn't it?
A true horror landmark, the set has been a popular attraction since 1964.
Hello there. Well, no need to be nervous, famous people are just like everyone else.
Number 2. the Harry Potter Studio Tour, the Harry Potter franchise.
Let the feast begin.
If you're more into magical getaways than rundown motels and murderous mama's boys, then the Warner Brothers Studio Tour in London is probably a better choice.
Voldemort is on the move.
Well, what can we do?
Someone's coming. I'm sorry I can't be of more help.
The Wizarding World of Harry Potter theme parks in Orlando might win out in terms of immersive wizarding experiences. But for true fans of the films, the London Studio Tour is an absolute must-see.
The iconic Hogwarts sets and costumes from the Harry Potter franchise are being preserved and displayed as part of the Warner Brothers London Studio Tour.
It gives you access to the actual sets, props, and shooting locations used in the hugely successful film franchise.
So this is the model replica of Hogwarts Castle that was used in creating the film. It's about a 50 by 50 foot area.
Few set tours allow visitors such extensive behind-the-scenes access, taking you through the entire conception and production of the Harry Potter film universe that helped bring the books to life.
I'd like to leave.
What? You can't be serious.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Stay calm. Everything's gonna be fine.
What is this place?
The Town of Spectre. Best kept secret in Alabama. It says here you're from Ashton, right?
This dock is off limits to civilians.
I'm terribly sorry, I didn't know.
If I see one, I shall inform you immediately.
Coming loose! Coming loose!
You can still save yourself. Let me go and I'll pardon you. Let me go! I feel sick. The blood is coursing to my head.
Number 1. The Shire, The Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit franchises.
That was good. Let's get another one.
In the modern age of CGI, the creation of elaborate set pieces is somewhat of a dying art. The bigger the imagination of the filmmaker, the more likely it is that the studio execs are going to request that the world be created digitally to keep costs down. But every now and then, a director gets to build something truly incredible. And Peter Jackson ran with such an opportunity.
This is so realistic, it is crazy.
Make the trek to visit Bag End, the home of the Bagginses, as well as the Green Dragon Pub, the Mill, and the many hobbit holes that make up Hobbiton.
But the only food for the brave and true comes from the Green Dragon.
It may have originated in a fantasy series, but in New Zealand, the Shire is very real, and remains so, to the delight of tourists and Hobbit fans alike.
Nope. Very helpful.
Do you agree with our list? What film set would you most like to visit one day?
Along the way, we stumbled across a department store that was empty in this small city called Görlitz.
For more larger-than-life top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
So we hope you'll accept our invitation to do some time